In this video, I'm going to be introducing a new bike that I'm adding to my collection. It's a 2009 FJR 1300, and I am so lucky to get this bike. I got this with good luck. It only has about 8,300 miles when I got it. I'm going to get into the story behind the bike, the history of this bike. But before that, I do want to mention that I love sports tours, and I used to ride a Kawasaki Concourse. So I'm just so happy to get back on sports tourist bike and have this in my collection. Now, this is the 2009 FJR with the electronic shifter. It sat in the dealership. The story behind this bike is it sat in the dealership for about 2 years in Texas. No one wanted to buy it because no one wanted an electronic shifter, and the first owner rode it, got it about 2 years after sitting in the dealership in Texas. He rode it about 3,500 miles, sold it to the second owner. Second owner picked it up. That's who I bought it from, the second owner. He picked it up in about 2015. He put about 5,000 miles on it. So this bike originates in Texas, and it's got the Texas experience. Now, I am the third owner, and I picked it up at about 8,300 miles. What I've done to it is I put on a brand new rear tire. I noted the rear tire was leaking air, so always check the tires when you buy a used bike, folks, of the air quality. More than likely, the tires need to be replaced, and it's happened to be many times. So I think this is so far, with the cost of the tire and with the purchase of the bike, my investment in the FJR is about $5,300 so far, which I think is an absolute steal for the quality of the bike, because this bike brand new retails for about $17,000. Now, I love the electronic shifter on this bike. I love the power and comfort on this bike. I also love the shaft drive on this bike, and the stability of this bike on freeways, on the California freeways, is impeccable. It handles really, really well. The fuel economy so far that I've experienced is about 42 to 45 miles per gallon. Now, much lower than my Tenere 700 and the other bikes that I have, and the V-Strom, but I'm okay to compromise on fuel economy based on the other advantages that this bike is presenting me, and I'm totally love it. Now, I will be taking this FJR for some very long distance rides to Yosemite, Sierra Nevadas, Death Valley, Highway 1, Monterey, so stay tuned. And I think this bike is one of a kind with the electronic shifter, and long term it will go up and increase in value. And I think I'm very lucky and blessed to have this, to got this bike into my garage. I think it's compared to the Kawasaki Concourse that I owned, it's much easier to ride to the Kawasaki Concourse because it's lighter, more agile, and it still provides the benefits of a solid sports tourer. So stay tuned, folks, for more videos, and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for your support. Cheers.